The NFL has become such an edge game, one of big passing numbers and sack artists getting all the attention, that we sometimes don't give the guys inside on defense the attention they deserve. Anybody who follows the Miami Dolphins, or studies their tapes, knows that the key to the Miami Dolphins' success on defense isn't the great pass rusher Cameron Wake or the good cover corner Sean Smith, but the two inside tackles, 600-plus pounds of brute force. Their names are Paul Tillett and Randy Starks. Without them, thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. It's hard to imagine the Dolphins being 4-3 and one of the surprise teams of 2012. Miami's defensive numbers aren't great. They are 22nd in total defense and 27th in passing defense. So how come they are 5th in points allowed? It's because Starks and Tillett help choke off the other team's run, which puts them in passing situations on third down. You know who leads the NFL in third down defense? Yes, the Miami Dolphins. In studying Dolphins tapes, it's easy to see why Miami is so good at stopping the thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Run. Tillett is a power player who has to be doubled a lot and usually can handle it. Starks is a strong player as well, but he also has good quickness inside. Those two help free up linebackers Carlos Dansby and Kevin Burnett to get to the football. It also helps to make Wake that much more effective because he can pin his ears back on third and long. Defensive coordinator Kevin Coyle, who came over after being the secondary coach of the Bengals, does some nice things to help keep offenses off balance. I will show thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Some of those here in a bit. It all starts with the two big guys. It's nice to have Smith playing at a high level and to see the development of young safety Rashad Jones in the secondary. But it sure is nice to be able to play in the back end when you know the team has to throw. The Jets had 18 first-half rushing yards as Miami jumped to a 20-0 lead last week. Here's a first down play from last week's victory over the Jets that highlights Starks. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Is a run to Sean Green. Starks' yellow circle is matched in man-to-man blocking with left guard Matt Slauson. Starks abuse him. You can see by the three pictures sequenced below that Starks attacks Slauson, sheds him and is quick enough to make the tackle on Green. That's impressive. On a third down play, the Dolphins line up with 6 defensive players in the box. They are in dime coverage, so 2 linebackers are in the box with 6 defensive backs. The defensive back in the blue circle is corner Jimmy Wilson, lined up in what looks to thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Big man coverage. But at the snap, you can see the wrinkles. The end zone angle shows Dansby and Wade both drop out, while Burnett and Wilson blitz. You can't see Wilson in the second frame, but in the third you see him coming off the edge to dump Mark Sanchez, who didn't have a receiver open. Blitz 1-2-3. The Dolphins play the Colts this week in what is a big game. The Colts are 19th in yards rushing per attempt. That could be a problem against this front. If it is, that could thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Put a lot on Andrew Luck's plate, which would play into what the Dolphins or any other team want, which is third and long. Miami is the best in the NFL on third down, which is saying something considering all the good defenses in the league. Film Study 1. Another defensive tackle that is playing exceptional football is Henry Melton of the Chicago Bears. This former college running back has emerged as one of the better inside players in the league this season. He abused the Panthers last week. It started on the game's first play. The Panthers thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Doubled Melton with left guard Amani Silalu and left tackle Jordan Gross. But Melton was able to beat the double and dump Jonathan Stewart for a 2-yard loss. It's a play you don't expect to see from a defensive tackle that is getting doubled. The idea is to occupy those blockers and allow the linebackers to make the play. Linebacker Lance Briggs was credited with the tackle on the stat sheet, but make no mistake about it, Melton made the tackle after splitting that double. He made several more plays like that the rest of the afternoon. He also had thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. A half sack that forced a Cam Newton fumble when he whipped Silalu with a swim move and then used his speed to get to Newton. The kid is impressive. 2. Cowboys fans have to be sick about the way they lost to the Giants at home last week. They had their chances, but made a ton of mistakes. I still think a big part of the problem was the calling of 3 consecutive passes after they had a 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 19 late in the game. Cowboys fans will be even sicker when they see "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The screenshot from the 3rd and 1 pass that Tony Romo tried to hit for a score to carry in Ogletree. Why? Miles Austin was wide open in the middle. Romo made the decision to go to Alshetri without any consideration for any other receiver in the route. If he looked to the middle, he could have hit Austin with a quick throw, and he had an easy throwing lane to see him. Austin would have had a first down and a lot more. But Romo made the pre-snap decision to take the shot. Bad move. In fairness to Romo, Ogletree, "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Should have caught the pass for a go-ahead score. Romo was credited with 4 picks, but the first one he threw was on receiver Des Bryant. He had to get across the face of safety Steve Brown, but kind of rounded off his route, which led to the pick. It wasn't a good day for the Cowboys all the way around. Here's a look at the questionable 3rd down play. Here's a look at the first play in a 3-picture sequence. You can see Romo threw to Ogletree in the blue circle. The yellow circle "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Highlights Austin, who beat Jaren Hosley inside. It should have been an easy pitch and catch to keep the drive alive. 3. When the Titans played the Colts without left tackle Michael Bruce, I thought there was a chance that Dwight Freeney could have a field day rushing the passer. For much of the game, he was matched against Mike Otto, who was making his first NFL start. But when the game was over, Otto got the better of Freeney, who didn't get a sack and had little pressure. Freeney tried his speed outside, tried spinning inside, and also "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Used his power moves as well, but Otto held up nicely. He did have help a few times, including once when Freeney beat him with a quick spin move inside only to be met by guard Steve Hutchinson. But for a first start, Otto did a nice job. 4. While watching Otto, I kept noticing Colts linebacker Gerald Freeman. He seems to be making a lot of tackles, and the more I watched the more I liked. The kid has taken a strange path to get to the league, but he belongs. Believe me, he belongs. "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Is fast, active, instinctive, and he will hit you. Freeman went to Division I Mary Hardin Baylor in Texas, signed as a free agent with the Titans in 2008, was cut and spent 3 seasons in Canada before signing on with the Colts last January. When Pat Anguirre went down early this season, Freeman took over. Anguirre, the Colts' leading tackler last season, is back. But Freeman is still the starter, and he should be. One of my favorite plays from the Titans game was when he came from across the field to tackle Chris Johnson clear on the other "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Side of the field for a short gain. Freeman was lined up over the outside shoulder of the left guard about 4 yards off the ball. At the snap, which was a delayed run to Johnson, he stepped up to fill that hole. When Johnson bounced to his right, Freeman did the same to his left. He moved down the line. The first thing he did was to make sure Johnson didn't cut back off the right guard. Then as Johnson bounced more outside, Freeman continued down the line. When Johnson tried to cut back inside, Freeman was there to "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Drop him. It was an impressive play for any linebacker, let alone a 26-year-old rookie who has taken a long path to become an NFL starter. Anguirre is back playing now, but he is taking snaps from Cavill Connor. Freeman got dinged late against the Titans, and this time in the 4th quarter. When he was gone, the Titans moved the ball better on the ground. This is another gem for Graham Gregson. 5. Sometimes you look at stats and see the sack numbers and automatically assume the offensive line was whipped. That was exactly what "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. I thought when I saw the Bears gave up 6 sacks of Jay Cutler last week to the Panthers. But the reality is that it was a combination of things that led to the sacks, which it usually is in most cases. Here's a breakdown of the 6 sacks. On the game's first play, Greg Hardy overpowered tight end Brody Eldridge to easily dump Cutler. On the second sack, another by Hardy, Cutler held the ball. That allowed Hardy to eventually beat left tackle Marcus Webb. Put that on Cutler. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The third sack came on a screen pass that was well covered. Cutler should have thrown the ball into the ground, but he double-clutched it, and as he did, Johnson hit him to force a fumble that Carolina recovered. On that play, right tackle Gabe Caramy did the right thing and cut Johnson, but Johnson was able to get back up and get the sack because Cutler held it. On the fourth sack, the Bears had nobody open down the field, and Frank Alexander beat Webb, which forced Cutler up into the pocket, where thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. He was sacked by defensive tackle Dwan Edwards. The fifth sack came at the end of the half when Hardy beat guard Philo Rachel inside to easily dump Cutler, who had no chance. The next play brought the sixth sack and another lost fumble. Johnson whipped Caramy and knocked the ball free from Cutler as he went past. The Panthers recovered. So there were a variety of reasons for the sacks. Some were the receivers not winning. Others were Cutler holding the ball. And some were the fault of thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The offensive line. But it wasn't just the guys up front. 7. What's wrong with the San Diego passing game? That's the question I tried to answer when I watched their game against the Browns. But I came away with this: Browns corner Joe Hayden is damn good. He gave up a 14-yard completion to Malcolm Floyd, but it was only after he slipped down. After that, the Chargers got nothing on him. He is also a willing tackler in the run game. He helped drop the reverse for a 6-yard loss in the third quarter by thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Beating the block and holding contain. The Chargers completed just 4 passes to an outside receiver, all caught by Floyd. Robert Meacham did drop a short touchdown pass on a busted coverage, but it wasn't on Hayden. Getting Hayden back really improves the Browns' defense. The kid is on his way to being the star. 8. With Charles Woodson out with a broken collarbone, the Packers are without their best safety. Or are they? Morgan Burnett played like the team's best safety last week against the Jaguars. He was all over the field. On the Jaguars' first thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Possession. Burnett was lined up in zone coverage on the left side of the defense across from a bunch formation. At the snap, the Jaguars ran the inside receiver deep and the outside receiver deep. But they ran Cecil Shorts, lined up between them, into the right flat. That made for a tough play for Burnett, who steered through the traffic of the other receivers to get over and tackle Shorts for a 3-yard gain. Later, playing up near the line, he fought off a Greg Jones block to help drop Rashad Jennings for a 2-yard loss on a run. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. To the left. Later, he was lined up on the end of the line and used his speed to come down it and stop Jalin Mailey for no gain. Burnett also blew up a screen pass with a sack of Blaine Gabbert. He did let Cecil Shorts get behind him for one long pass play, but the coverage was pretty solid. It was just a good throw and a good catch. 9. There was talk that Jaguars receiver Justin Blackmon jogged some of his routes at the end of the Jaguars-Packers game. Coach Mike Mularkey denied it. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. But after looking at the tape, there was one important play where Blackmon did seem to jog his route. Trailing 21-15 with just under 5 minutes left in the game, the Jaguars had a first down at midfield. A pass play was called with Blackmon as the target. It had him run a post corner from the inside slot on the right side. He ran inside, and then bent it outside. Corner Tremont Williams squatted in the short zone underneath. Blackmon needed to clear him and get more to the sideline, where the ball was thrown. But he appeared to slow. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Down as he got behind Williams. That's jogging, folks. He was criticized for jogging the Jaguars' fourth down play after that, and he didn't exactly explode off the line to run a crossing route, really a run route, so it appeared that way. Even so, he got caught up in traffic and Gabbert should have thrown to tight end Marcus Lewis, who was open because of Blackman's rub, or pick. I think Blackman's main problem is that he doesn't run sharp routes. He rounds too many of them off. Once he becomes a better route runner, his production will thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Go up. 10. All last week we heard how Richard Sherman was going to shut down Calvin Johnson. He was Optimus Prime to his Megatron. Problem was, he didn't spend much time on him. Instead, Titus Young beat Sherman for a couple of catches, including the game-winning touchdown on a 1-yard slant. Johnson's long catch, a 25-yarder, came when Brandon Browner was on him in man coverage. In fairness to Browner, teammate Leroy Hill kind of picked him off on the play. Sherman and Browner are both good cover players, but they had some trouble with the thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Quick screens of the Lions. On one quick screen to Young, Johnson blocked Sherman out of the play, knocking his helmet off in the process. Johnson kicked the helmet away after the play. You could tell he didn't take too kindly to Sherman's pre-game talk and aggressive play. 11. There have been a lot of fingers pointed at Michael Vick for the failings of the Philadelphia Eagles. But what about the pass rush? The Eagles are 31st in the NFL in sacks per pass play. Their White 9 scheme is designed to get after the passer. But it's thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Not working. The ends, Jason Babin and Trent Cole, are not putting on the pressure like they did in 2011. They have a combined 4 sacks between them after combining to have 29 last season. They just aren't winning like they did last season. Hot Tub 1. Cowboys TE Jason Witten, he had 18 catches and the Giants could not stop him. He almost willed his team to a victory. 2. Browns RB Trent Richardson, he ran with power and made people miss against the Chargers. 3. Dolphins G. Ricci, thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Incognito, he mauled dudes against the Jets. 4. 49-yard SWR Michael Crabtree, he had 2 touchdown catches against the Cardinals and did a nice job after the catch. 5. Bears CB Tim Jennings, his pick 6 against the Panthers was the big play in a comeback victory. He also had 8 tackles and another interception on a diving play. Cold Tub 1. Cardinals Lieutenant D'Anthony Baptiste, he is really struggling and surprisingly he isn't getting better. 2. Rams CB Janoris Jenkins, he has talent, but he is too thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Aggressive and doesn't always play the ball like he should. Tom Brady got him last week. 3. Eagles CBN Ambius Homoga, this guy is a shell of his former self. What happened? 4. Jets QB Mark Sanchez, he doesn't have much help, but he wasn't very good against Miami. 5. Saints CB Patrick Robinson, I was wrong about him being a breakout player this year. The Broncos abused him last Sunday night. 3 and outs 3 moves that need to be made 1. The thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Rams need to start Darrell Richardson at running back. He is faster and more elusive than Steven Jackson. 2. The Cardinals should try rookie quarterback Ryan Lindley. What do they have to lose? 3. The Panthers and Redskins need to cut down on the read option crap. Let their guys play quarterback. 3 reasons the Jets shouldn't bench Mark Sanchez and play Tim Tebow. 1. Rex Ryan's job is on the line. Would you want Tebow controlling it? 2. Tebow can't read a defense. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 3. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in. There would be no going back. 3 reasons the Jets should make the move to Tebow. 1. The Tebow cult would buy tickets. 2. The novelty of playing a fullback at the quarterback position. 3. Rex Ryan's job is on the line. He has to do something,